Hi folks, today I want to talk quickly about the Sony A7V. There are many websites saying that the Sony A7V is coming soon, or at least by end of this year, and I got a small update from one of my trusted sources that is very important. But before that, a quick reminder to subscribe to the channel, hit the notification button to not miss any of the upcoming rumors. Recently we saw the launch of the Nikon Z6 III, the semi-stacked sensor kind of camera, and by end of 2024 we should also get a Canon R6 III. So many websites, not me, are now pushing the narrative that the A7V is probably coming very soon, between September and November, to compete against the Nikon and to compete against the Canon. So I was holding silent till one of my sources would give me some feedback on this, and I just got feedback from one of my trusted sources. Now this isn't enough to make it a highly reliable rumor, because sometimes they also can get wrong info or not accurate enough info. Usually I try to double or triple check, but so far from what I heard from that trusted source and from other channels, the A7V appears to not be coming in 2024. So while all other websites are telling you the A7V is coming, I am telling you that this is very unlikely. And also the A12 doesn't seem like to be a candidate for 2024 release. So this means that in late 2024, the cameras we are getting, the full frame E-mount cameras, will not be the A7V and not be the A12. I give it a 90% chance that this rumor is correct, because I trusted one source. I also trust the other sources that gave me hints in that direction. And still, I'm not 100% convinced as of yet, and I hope that in the next weeks and months I will be able to confirm that rumor. And as you know, Sony always has some room for changes. They can postpone but also anticipate some camera launches depending on the needs, depending on if the market demands it. But it feels like Sony they don't feel like they have to rush the A7V announcement, because the A74 is still a very capable camera in the market. It's still selling hot. It's selling hot in Japan according to multiple rankings that are very reliable. It's also selling hot according to the less reliable and a bit more fiddly Amazon bestseller ranking, but the A74 is always there on top. And also, as we have seen from the Nikon Z6 III launch, this camera still cannot match, for example, the dynamic range of A74, so this is quite a surprise. So the competition still didn't completely outmatch on all aspects the A74. There are some areas where the Nikon leads, but there are some areas where the Sony leads. So it's still not, Sony isn't really afraid to lose market share compared to Nikon and Canon. So I certainly can see Sony announcing the A7V and the A12 sometimes in 2025 and not this year. This, of course, leaves us with a question: what's coming then this year? The hot candidates are the A7S4, the FX3 II, for example. But I also heard about a camera model that could be completely different, something a bit unusual. So there could be some possibility to get something different in the alpha segment, which would be kind of nice. I'm always open for surprises, but still this is not a 100% solid rumor. It's just rumors I'm working on. But again, let's see. Hopefully this summer I will be able to get some more solid info about the exact cameras that will be announced between September and November, because usually Sony does announce cameras between Sony and November. So maybe the A7S4 will be announced in September, and that other surprise camera in October, November. But still, that has to be confirmed via trusted sources. The wrap up here is that, unlike all other so-called rumor websites, I'm the only one telling you that it's unlikely we are seeing an A7V this year, at least according to that one trusted source and some other sources that gave me hints about this. More likely we are getting the A7V and the A12 in 2025. Now, I know this will sound like a disappointment, but my job as a rumor guy is to tell you the truth, at least according to the sources that gave me that info, hoping that they're still accurate like they were in the past, but they can be sometimes wrong, and sometimes also Sony can change the roadmap and participate, but also anticipate the launch of some cameras and lenses by a couple of months. So there's still room for uncertainty and changes, so you can still cross your fingers and say like, Sony, please announce the Sony A7V in November and not in January, February. Maybe that's going to happen. If I will hear such kind of news, I will give it to you, but it's not my job to give you false hopes as when I see none. So that's again rumors, so it's not news, so you can think what you want, but I don't think the A75, the A12 as of yet are likely to be announced in 2024. You can hope to get other cameras, like I told you, maybe the A7S4, I don't have a confirmation. That's a lot of maybes now, so A7S4 maybe, FX3 too maybe, that surprise camera model maybe, but still nothing solid as of yet. All I've been told by trusted sources is that high-end stuff will come in late 2024 and mostly video focus. So that's the info that is quite solid and where I think I will not be mistaken. But again, if you happen to know more about the upcoming Sony models, but also about models coming from other manufacturers, feel free to contact me using this email address or the contact box here. And also again, if you like what I'm doing on this YouTube channel, I would appreciate if you would like this video because it helps in the YouTube algorithm. Also subscribe if you haven't done it so far. And folks, that's it for today. I hope to see you soon with some more solid info about the upcoming Sony cameras and lenses, but also some more info about Canon, Nikon, Fuji and other manufacturers, because from all manufacturers I expect quite some big stuff this second half of the year, which promises to be much more exciting in general compared to the first half of the year. See you soon, folks.